But the solo, solo is the axe, so he's not going to be that tanky, and they've got a lot of ways to cancel Blink Daggers for initiation. That being said, though, they're putting Pasha on the Brewmaster. I think in this game they're doing that because, in theory, I think they want him to get a Radiance eventually. We saw what they did earlier with the carry Brewmaster in Phoenix. This idea of you have so many ways to just protect your egg, right? The Brewmaster can throw some of the air. You have the Radiance miss rate around that Phoenix egg, too. They've got an Axe Call, too, to distract. They've got lots of stun, too, to protect this egg. The team fight for VP is definitely there. It's just these lanes for Secret. They can look to be pretty dominant. They can control the Axis farm pretty nice with this Monkey King, with this Witch Doctor. We'll see how it plays out. I don't know how this Zeus versus Leshrac in the mid lane goes. Zeus now has this super amount of base damage that maybe he can just get a lot of denies, but the thing is that Lesh is always spamming, but so is Zeus. We'll see. I think it's probably going to be a game where YapzOr is going to be running around a lot, and speaking of YapzOr, we always talk about team fight. YapzOr's got some nice spells to steal. Leshrac, most of the spells you steal from that are good. If we see a Clutch Sunder come out, we'll let the crowd do their thing really quick for mid one.
Zai.
Yeah, he's definitely got options on YapzOr to get some nice spell steals.
Zai's in potential trouble here, Roger. Give him the rundown. He's got a TP available in a second, and no cancel from Roger, so Zai can go straight for the TP out to position on the top lane.
And it's a sim approach that they've done in the past. We see this a lot from Secret. They put an aggressive tri-lane, they leave Zai on his own, and then it's up to YapzOr to just run around and make the space. He's just going to move from bottom lane to mid lane to top lane, wherever he sees that he can make kill responses or kill rotations.
We've seen Zai sort of have to put up against some rough dual lanes. This is definitely got to be one of the roughest, right? I mean, trying to get something out of a lane as a solo Monkey King against a Brew and a Phoenix.
Yeah, he's not some tanky Centaur or something like he was in the last time, or tanky Tiny,
where
he was able to do so. He can absolutely die. He's got this, I mean, this hero has pretty much 0 armor at level 1. You get your 2 branches, so you hit that 1 armor mark. But yeah.
And with sort of the Drunken Haze and Fire Spirits coming into play, it's almost impossible to find opportunities to ever build up the lifesteal with the Jingu Mastery and strike back. So Zai, he's just got to play it so safe and hope that he can soak up XP, maybe get the creep wave underneath his tower so he has a chance of at least getting some sort of farm up there.
Yeah, we'd see this little, I was kind of laughing to myself, it's a little ring around the rosy from Solo, just following YapzOr in the jungle, because YapzOr, he's body blocking the pull camp. When you're running an aggro tri-lane, you have to emphasize on blocking that pull camp so they can't reset the lane positioning. So yeah, we see Fade Bolt skilled by Rubik level 1. YapzOr just wanted to slow down Ramses' farm, just constantly spam it out, so he can't get those last hits as easily. Now, Phantom Lantern, Witch Doctor, they have high damage. And with this heal, we see the Voodoo Restoration.
Yeah.
An interesting approach. We saw them pick this yesterday. It was versus an IO, I believe. But the heal can counteract a lot of the damage that comes out from that Battle Hunger.
Bit of a chase onto Zai. Dive forward from Roger. Zai, he's trying to run away. I mean, this lane is going to be such a hard one for him. The Fire Spirits are upon him. He just can't hit back. He pops a stick charge. He gets incredibly low. Will survive with the Tango regen and Salve ready as well. But it's such a hard life for Zai up top.
Oh, mid one's getting one of the most fortunate runes for a Zeus in the beginning of the game, and for the later stages, an Arcane rune. So that's spam in mid. It's an even lane in the mid lane, but he's going to be able to put a little bit of pressure. And we'll see, when YapzOr hits 2, that's when he can look to make moves, because he has the Fade Bolt level 1. Yeah, Zai sacked, but this means that Nisha, as the tri-lane bottom for Secret, they're going to punish and put the pressure on to Ramses.
Yeah, having a great time down here. 14 for 2 on Nisha. Ramses just with the 6 CS because of this tri-lane pressure.
Oh, no one. He steps up a bit far. He's got 9 stick charges. Has to use them, though, because it's an Arcane rune on the Zeus. Oh, man. He's going to have to bring some regen out. He instantly buys a salve.
I mean, he still has to be careful.
And he gets the kill!
He didn't do the maths!
Arcane rune!
He underestimated how much mid-one could throw out.
I mean, Arcane rune on Zeus is...
You've got to be careful.
Yeah. That's something you can never underestimate.
I mean, you look at him, you see, he hasn't got much mana to play around with, but with that Arcane rune, that is more than enough mana for an extra Lightning Bolt and an Arc Lightning.
And such a look cool. Then all the cast bounces back.
The tri-lane, allowing them to chase down Solo. Solo does get back beneath the tower. He'll be fine. Ramsey trying to hit back at Nisha.
Oh, Solo actually thinking that they have a ward there in the lane because of the way they are able to hit him. It's actually not the case, as YapzOr will get the last hit on that Dark Troll Summoner. Yeah, this is what we've seen Secret do. They like to try to put pressure on these carries and they sack Zai. This is the way that they play this all the time. Mid one was forced to go back to base, so even though he gets the kill on no one's able to get a little bit of a catch up here. And we're going to see this again. The power of Arcane Rune, and he has a Mango too. So.
Yeah. This is the point of no one. You have to get out of there. He goes in for an extra Lightning Bolt in an attempt to to grab the range creep. He gets the range creep, but it costs him his life. He's surprised. Does not expect no one to make mistakes like that in the mid lane, and Mid1's like, well, I'll take it, I'll take it.
Oh, Zai! He gets the skill of the tree dance, jumps in the trees while getting pressured. But yeah, it's rare to see these type of mistakes come out from players like no one. And oh, he gets an arcane rune. Now look, he's got a regen rune.
All right.
With the boots too, the spam.
The RNG on Mid1's side in this mid lane matchup.
They've played around controlling the runes though. YapzOr, every single time it's been at that 2 minutes, these last 2 times, he has gone to play around that bottom area.
Then Roger sees an opportunity for a kill, dives in. Dive and Spirits onto Zai, it's enough.
Very nice. They've actually now made the rotation. They're like, all right, Ramses is not getting pretty much anything down bottom, and we gotta switch this aggression. Make Pasha absorb it. Let Ramses have space, because Nisha is getting absolute free farm in this bottom lane from the way they've set this up.
Yeah, they've got to really choose how they balance it. Sure, crushing Zai, but letting the PL free farm is that the trade-off you want to take, because they look to fight around the 5-minute rune. Puppey will be able to grab, well, YapzOr grabs it with the help of Puppey, and now Solo's in trouble. VP tried to contest the rune, but with the 3 heroes there, they can take it.
Oh.
Top Zai, can he get this? The attack speed's slow though. It's too much. Zai can't get the final 2 hits onto Roger. Roger will escape.
YapzOr getting the last hit. Nisha actually committed forward to try to get the kill there with his lance, but wasn't able to get it down bottom. YapzOr always securing those last hits. So I wonder if this is this is probably a game where we see Ramses go for the hood, right? We've seen him do it a lot of times when he's playing versus this Zeus.
I think against the Zeus,
I think he probably will. Like, it's an item that you don't want to get, but it's something you might just have to get because of the overwhelming spell damage that comes out from Rubik and from Zeus, as well as Rubik when you start getting your no field.
Smoke up towards the mid lane. Solo, he's got the battle hunger. They're leading in. TP will come forward. They can't get on top of Mid1 with the call, so Mid1 will be fine. And so he's nicely skilled it, yeah. So I was just hoping for the rundown, for the potential to dive in. TPs were inevitably going to be coming in from Secret, and now no one.
They're looking
He's
for
looking
runes.
for the 6-minute rune. YapzOr will go for the defensive play, throwing no one away from the 2 of them.
The race to the bottom rune. Solo, he's on the move.
Oh, Solo. Trying to get the battle hunger out. Mid1 removes it immediately as he gets the CS with the Arc Lightning, and Puppey will be there to make sure that Mid1 can grab that rune. The 3rd rune, every single rune being picked up by Mid1 in this mid lane.
Yeah, great rune control. Pasha with phase boots down bottom, able to secure last hits versus this PL, and Zai again getting pressured.
He's in trouble. Metamorphosis and Reflection, keeping eyes upon him as Zai falls. No CP will do anything to save him in this situation as this top lane continues to get sacked by Secret. Lane, time for the counterplay. The cast and the Maledict onto Pasha.
He just got phase boots though, so quickly phases away. They even used the Zeus ult to continue the chase. There's no split available.
If they can get another lance before the Maledict, it's going to be a hefty bit that he takes, but it's just only the early levels of it. Is Nisha still wanting to dive for this? He'll back off now. If they try and fully commit on Pasha, just a little too beefy, as the Brewmaster has a shrine available too. Next time around they go for that play, Pasha will be likely to have the final split. Level 5.5 at this moment in time. Zai will get a little help now. Top, YapzOr by his side, Mid1. Coming over to Shrine up alongside YapzOr. This ward.
He can easily set up for kills on Ramses if he makes this rotation up, but there's heavy emphasis of wards toward this top side.
Yeah,
they want to protect
area,
Ramses.
It's so well protected by VP.
3 wards actually, one in the river to watch the runes and watch the rotations, and then the other 2 as well. One gets taken out very quickly as they start checking it with that lightning bolt.
With that move top, VP will know that Nisha is likely to be alone. No one's coming with the rotation straight away. The Thunderclap, Nisha will try and jump away with a stun from no one hit.
It's
oh,
Puppey
it actually gets
too.
onto both of them. It gets Puppey after he TPs in. Quick moves there from VP. Sure, they got that top ward dewarded, but that gave them all the information in the world to know that Secret were trying to play aggressive up top, so VP knew that they could strike bottom.
No one doesn't get the bottom rune. Mid1 able to get another one in the top lane this time around.
Oh, no, Zai. Got Nisha moving up to the top lane now. Another sort of movement from Secret. Nisha comes back into the game, does look to chase down Roger. Not move any further though, still hard to dive. Because it's very likely that VP react to plays like that.
So I'm going to talk too much about the pick with the Leshrac. Obviously, this pick was picked to counter the Phantom Lancer. It's one of the better heroes actually dealing with that because the illusions just get brought down. Oh, the Zeus ulti's enough.
Hey, Roger comes straight back in. Zai just leads in with a Boundless Strike and a Thunder God's Wrath. They've got him.
Yeah, he had Icarus dive up, but yeah, did not expect that Zeus ulti this time around. wonder how we're going to see no one actually go for the item build in this game, because he's going to have to get something to protect himself. Might just want to tank up just from like going for like a Bloodstone kind of thing here, but he needs to have some type of HP versus that Zeus, because so much damage will be coming out from that.
One lane Pasha, continuing to be able to soak up this solo lane of experienced gold.
They're trying to set up for a mid kill here. See Roger, he's trying to go for a play, but mid one is aware.
Now Puppy's right behind him.
Nisha's actually just looks like he's going to jungle for now. They're giving Zai the lane, they're giving the Rubik the lane down bottom too. Just for the time being at least. Bounty runes will be coming up in about 18 seconds. We see teams will definitely start to set up for those.
I think anytime they see the Metamorphosis used by Ramses, they know that they can't really send one of the cores out to that lane to farm. They'll just instantly get pushed back and harassed out of the lane. They'll set up for the 10-minute runes. VP.
They get
grab
3.
the 2. Now grab the 3. Grab. Zai will just be able to get the 1 for Secret. This time mid 1 won't be as lucky with the river runes. Pasha takes the double damage before mid 1's able to get his way down.
Now we have TB jungling and a PL jungling. We're back to what we saw in the group stages, right? Back to the comfort.
I'm trying to think in sort of the majority of the games, which of these carries does sort of out-carry one another, you know, in sort of the games that we've seen previously.
I mean, lately we've seen the Terrorblade for the most part. It's
Yeah.
all about like how fast you can hit that 25 top. Solo shows his face.
I've got the Maledict, Anthony goes Rav, Zai falls low, but he's got the Jingu Mastery and the Boundless Strike to heal himself up to a safe amount.
It can get to a point, if it gets to like super late game, it gets to where the PL, your doppelganger, it out, you can use it just as often as the reflection can come out. So if Nisha's able to keep the farm up, it's a matchup that the pros really do like. It's the PL, he's able to counter that TB in a way, but lately, especially here, we have seen the TB reign supreme.
In Roger, with a smoke, seeing if he can maybe set up onto mid 1 with a Supernova. Not quite finding a chance to close in. No one can't quite get close enough to have the combo set up. Look for the slow and the stun. Top lane Solo returning to the lane, trying to soak up his own level 6. He's pressure from Zai.
He's really struggling to find farm. How's Pasha doing? Pasha's actually just gone for a Vlad in this game rather than getting the blink, so I think they're going to need some type of setup from one of their heroes. I think maybe no one has to go for a Yules in this game, and he queues it up, so at least they can have some way to set up some ganks. But now it's going to make him a bit squishy, so we might see him still change and go back for Bloodstone. I think I did see him switch. He had it queued up initially. But yeah, Pasha, Vlad's, and then as we said, that Radiance. They want to get the Radiance versus PL, and also to be able to protect that egg that'll inevitably start coming from Roger.
This ward here, Puppy sees everything. He knows he has to get out of here, and he will do so in time.
There's no call on Solo. He doesn't have it skilled still.
Just the max battle hunger build from Solo.
Yeah. Sometimes you do see like the 1-2-2 build. Surprised that Solo actually didn't opt for this.
And another rune that mid 1 will not get his hands on. Roger. As VP stepping up the rune control, the game goes on and taking full control up top. Solo pretty deep here as he looks to cut the creep wave. Should get punished with his life as Nisha, Puppy will find him. Rest of VP seeing if they can finish off this tier 1. No one moves in and will find the final touch. So they lose Solo, but they get that tier 1 tower and more gold goes the way.
Yapzor.
Less down bottom, Metamorphosis from Ramses comes into play as he's not messing around, rotates into the lane and picks up a freebie.
Yeah, that's like Yapzor is playing way too far up. I mean, Ramsey just literally walked behind him and quick, easy kill. They give so much space to Yapzor. Like, he was literally down bottom for such a long time as Zai is just kind of like jumping through trees. He's gone for the max primal spring build so he can just farm lanes, push them out quickly. And he looks like he's going to build to be that frontliner, as they do lack that on the side of Secret. Going to go for that Vanguard, go for these tanky items. Split comes out. They're hunting for Nisha.
See if they can get a grab onto him. They have got the stun connecting. Nisha still doppelganger on cooldown for 8 seconds. The chainstone's there for no one. Nisha stunned up and taken down, but now with the Wukongs, come on! And the Death Ward, look at it! Gore! Puppy trying to turn his best to turn things around, but the Supernova's too much! Secret are forced away from the battle. As VP have the numbers. Secret tried to turn it, take the fight, but again, VP just so good at playing around with this egg. Roger sees a chance to sit in place, pop the Supernova, and even with the Wukongs down, the Death Ward out, Secret had no way to get on top of it and take the egg out in time.
No. That's like what the panel was talking about, right? It's VP. They still have this crazy amount of team fight. Although Secret, yeah, they've got the Wukong's command, it's a very underfarmed Monkey King at these stages in the game. And Bruce Split with Pasha being this farmed, much stronger, especially when they can get the first initial jump and just make Secret react.
And just sort of the opening, losing Nisha very quickly. It looked like they had the perfect chance to turn, but Roger just brilliant placement with the egg. Secret had no way to continue the fight and just had to get anybody that they could just out of that area.
Yeah, Midwin looked like he didn't really want a TP. Like he was debating it. You could see him down bottom in the lane. He was like looking back and forth, and then he starts the TP afterwards. But there is no targets for him to actually find. As Ramses is able to jungle a lot after getting that kill on the Rubik on Yapzor, and he has gone for the hood, as we kind of expected. You're versus Zeus, you kind of just have to do this as this hero. Puppy spotted as he's going for on a warding mission here. Solo will more than likely be able to find that D-ward. And he's just trying to slow down Ramses. He's just putting wards to at least block the camps for now, and we will see bounty runes coming up in about 5 seconds. Yapzor should be able to claim the 2 down bottom.
I'm gonna see Zai.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He jumps in for this, but Pasha and Roger on the K side knows that he could TP out with no worry.
He's actually changed the build. Looks like he wants to go for damage. I thought he really would try to be that tanky force, because the front line, there's no real front line for Secret. Bit surprising. But if you can get the Maelstrom, I mean, this area, the Wukong's command with Maelstrom versus like this Brew, as well as like a Tower Blade, walking into that, the damage can really start to build up. Even though the Brewlings, they can, at least the Earth Brewling can deal a lot with that magic damage that comes out from it. At least the chain bounces will be a problem.
See what the next play is to be for VP. Ramses starting to farm aggressively, confident with the resistance provided by the hood. As they start to move into position for a tier 2 tower push top. He's got Metamorphosis available once again.
Meta, Bruce Split, Phoenix Egg, they're looking for fights.
Secret, do they want to do anything about this? Zai jumping as far away as he can at the moment into the tree line. Tying it up, they are bringing TPs in here. Secret, do they follow through on this? Yapzor will commit with the TP. Quick grab onto Pasha. They're trying their best to force this away. Zai is going to jump down onto the creep wave. VP getting caught out by the Boundless. Pasha falls down to half. Maledict and the Death Board, as well as the cards being attempted, but Pasha easily gets the split off. It is going to be a primal split and retreat, though.
It's a disengage. He has to use it there, otherwise he dies, so it's a full disengage. They force reactions.
Zai nice to find Solo. Solo, movement speed, get himself out of range of the Primal Spring.
Solo's trying to find any type of situation where he can farm. He's so far away from this Blink Dagger.
Has to be careful. No one has got that Yule setup available. Zai comes too close.
Max level Edict 2, this tower being brought down incredibly fast from that.
Very quick tower push from no one. Zai will try for the deny. Doesn't
He
get
might
it.
die
Now
because of this.
He put his life in danger. He headed in, tried for the deny, it pops the stick charges, it won't save him. Zai throwing away his life. They'll try and turn things. Secret, charge forward onto Roger.
No one's out of
away.
mana.
No one in trouble. Nisha's on top of him. The Supernova, will it buy him any sort of safety? It doesn't. No one will fall. Nisha's on top of the egg. Can he kill it in time? He cannot. Roger. He's got the dive back up and available. Pasha is there, but the grab from Yapzor. Telekinesis into the burst from mid-1 allows Secret to take both kills.
It was a bait by Zai.
He did not die in vain. Secret able to find the favorable trade. It's 9-9 at the moment, coming up to 18 minutes in. Incredibly close opening this time round. BP with a very, very small lead in gold and XP, but it's not a lot at all. One fight can easily swing it both ways.
Absolutely.
And Nisha, his PL, sits at the top of the net worth, holding the majority of the farm. Diffusal Blade done, 1,700 gold on top.
Midwin looks like he's queued up the bots right now. I think he wants to be able to be everywhere when they can look for these fights and just try to outmaneuver VP a bit here, just try to play around those cooldowns of the ultimates, because VP, that is one thing that they are, until this Terror Blade gets pretty big or until they get the Axe Blink Dagger, they're very cooldown reliant to look for those fights. And he does have the bots finished up.
Okay.
Pasha's getting close to that relic. So like we said, he's gonna go for the Radiance. He's versus a PL and he has a Phoenix. We've seen them do this time and time again when they have Phoenix. Even on Dragon Knight, they've done it. Zai They found Roger.
Look at the grab, Wukong's down, boundless strike, no chance for Roger to escape from that.
Zai's giving a lot of information in this game. Like, he's 3-3-3, he was sacked, but look at his farm. He's almost got the Maelstrom level 11 too, just constantly being able to push in waves and just sit in trees.
I think without a doubt, just the number of times we've seen Zai have to play these unfavorable lanes, he's absolutely improved each and every time.
Yeah, definitely.
But sort of, you know, about a few lands ago, you would see Zai put in these positions and he would die over and over again. He would give up so much to the enemy, but he's just started to play much safer. And as you say, allow Secret to have this incredibly beneficial offlaning position that gives them so much information and can do so much at this stage of the game, despite the fact he was heavily punished.
Yeah, and he really is all about that vision, right? You see, if he doesn't take the 20 attack speed, he takes the 300 tree dance vision AoE. He's going to be playing around, just clearing creep waves quickly. We'll probably see him take, I mean, the tree dance cast range is obvious, but also even the primal spring damage in this game, just so he can keep jumping in and out of trees, clearing creep waves, and being able to just give that vision aspect for Secret to take beneficial fights, playing around those ultis that VP has. Solo, he's been left alone for quite a while as his team's been moving around. He's about 500 gold for that Blink Dagger.
And they see Pasha. Primal split out immediately as he strikes into Nisha.
It's got to be a disengage though.
Secret lineup ready to fight back. Nisha quickly clear out a couple of the spirits, but the Earth Spirit already out of there. Save for the return of the brew. Pasha has to play careful as well. Being as close as he is to the relic, he wants to make sure that he continues to hit this good timing, as the Radiance is going to make this game so much more harder for Secret. The chances of those successful eggs going off will increase, especially with Roger now hitting level 12, has that second point in the Supernova.
Yeah. Only really the PL to be able to hit it. They use the Zeusol for vision, so they do see no one down bottom. He's going to instantly get out of there, as most of Secret is positioning to kind of pressure this tower. And we do see the build from no one. Went for the Yule, so they have the setup because their Axe isn't farming the greatest, and then straight for the BKB, so he can protect himself against that high magic. And they've got a DD on Ramses.
Yeah, they get the DD outside of the pit. Ramses see the temptation to go in.
Look how fast it dies. 300 damage per hit.
There's no way the Secret get over it at all. VP, they find a DD, they find an Aegis.
DD Terrorblade.
They're going to have to try and fight through the 2 lives of no one's Leshrac now if Secret want to find a fight. BKB as well, nearly done on no one.
Feels more like a farming Aegis, at least till they have this BKB online, because they don't give it to Ramses. So you can see that that's a big choice that they want to be able to protect their Leshrac in the front lines versus this PL.
Hello? Puppey, nice little juke spot there, gets out. Solo even placing a sentry ward, assumed that Puppey was going for an observer positioning behind the tier 1 tower, but it wasn't the case.
Zai, he's prepping, he's looking for Roger here. He has vision.
Notice that Roger's in here on his own. And we'll get the vision of him. Wukong's command, boundless strike down. The chain control with the telekinesis. Roger dives away. The cast bounces forward. Yapsel with the stolen sunray, burning down the bird.
Oh, I love that. That's a really good steal as well. Sunray, one of the most damage potential spells in the game, especially on a Rubik. Especially with that no field too. Even though you're usually going to be outranging your no field. It's actually got similar range now that I look at it.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
Aggressive null field.
Yeah, in the aggressive way. I mean, he's still going to be able to heal all his teammates too, but that is a very good steal. It's maxed as well. So if he can stay in the back lines with that, that could definitely turn the tides. Good pickup of the kill for them, as we see Ramses still pushing down bottom with his illusions. And Secret, they want to get something out of this kill though. They want to try to get a tower.
Should have a good shot at finding this. Only Ramses around, but
they don't have their PL there. Yeah, they don't have the PL there. They have the Rubik, Witch Doctor, and Monkey King, the heroes that don't really hit the tower.
This observer behind the tower, they see this solo coming in. It's hoping for a big reveal with the blink. As long as they're checking out the map, Secret should be aware. He shows himself in the lane anyway as well, so they know that the blink's there on solo.
We still have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on this Aegis. I do think VP, they can look for a fight. Now they have Radiance on Pasha too. This is all the tools they need to try to take something. Blink Dagger on the Axe, they have BKB, Aegis, Yules on no one. Everything they need to try to take a fight here versus Secret. As we said, they do have very overwhelming team fight. If they do find it, Secret's going to be in a lot of trouble and will have to disengage unless it's in some crazy favorable position.
They've hit such a power spike now, VP.
Yeah.
see how they can use it.
Ooh, Roger even goes back for a Midas in this game. Just wanting to get that high levels, just so he can have that higher level supernova and just, I mean, it'll be really important for him to get even more gold in this game so he can continue scaling as they're playing versus a PL, and they've got heroes that can counter that. They've got this Leshrac, who's excellent versus it. They've got this Brewmaster, who's itemized versus it as well. If you can get a farmed Phoenix too, you can have this like triple core or quad core in a way versus Secret's lineup.
And no one wrapping around behind the tier 2 tower, seeing if they can find an opening. Secret, a couple of them kept on the high ground. Yapzor will step outside of base. They see one another. Yapzor quickly blinks away. VP, they're trying to move around, but Zai, he'll go for the Loucas command. They get themselves out of it, but the paralytic cast starts to bounce. The Supernova's out though. Can they kill the egg in time? They're trying. The Primal Sprint's coming over to protect Ramses with the Metamorphosis. They'll keep that egg alive as they beat down Zai. They'll take Puppy too. VP getting away with a team fight that they were searching for. Not necessarily the fully fledged one, and in a bit of a different position compared to his plan, but it all works out. They get to only losing solo. They're looking for this tier 2 tower mid as well. No one is falling pretty low. He'll lose the Aegis. The burst from mid one far too much for him to deal with.
He used his BKB earlier too.
And they kill him a second time. They get the slow off. We'll go for the self-fuels. Dive forward from Roger. Ramsey's moving in with the remainder of the Metamorphosis, but so much damage being thrown out by mid one with these Arc Lightnings. Ramsey, Sunder, back up to full. Mid one's still got mana to play with as they look to chase down Pasha. The illusion's out upon him. Pasha, will he get zapped down? Arc Lightning, not enough. Pasha survives, but the jump forward side, turning things around. Ramsey's, he'll get burst inside with the double kill, and they're not done yet. Secret, they'll find no one as well.
What a buyback from Zai coming into the backlines. They know all the ultis when they used. They know that the BKB was used on no one as well. They get the surround and just that distance that they can poke from.
They get the team fight. They get the bouncy runes.
That was such a good buyback from Zai.
Yeah.
Just getting that flank around it. They just get that chase, that distance that they can just nuke from.
I mean, and this is the power of the Zeus. If mid-one has a lineup around him that can just allow him to sit there, constantly throwing out lightning bolts and arc lightnings, he just gets so much damage out in these fights.
It's the hero that does the most damage in the game. If you are protected, absolutely, that's exactly what's going to happen. We see here, Yapzor, he knows, he commits forward. They're waiting. Zai has the buyback available. They commit it. And immediately, VP, they used every ulti. Like we said, they used the BKB on no one. And I mean, the damage that comes out on a Leshrac versus a Zeus, it's extremely significant. And this chase, they're just trying to disengage, but they just can't.
And they know that they have to run. They know that there's no other way to approach it at this point.
So
just so much damage coming through.
Who did he save with the Sunder? Did he use it on Zai here? Yeah, he did. I mean, I think they both would have lived.
Yeah, they were both similar HP, as it were.
Yeah, but now he's got Sunder for the upcoming next few fights.
That's true. That's still there, available.
Yeah, and it's the max level Sunder too, so very low cooldown.
See what he can do with this.
I mean, if he get himself low, right? Try to get a play where he can just blink in, get that Sunder off, start the fight with a Terrorblade that could be super low. Could be a couple neat plays that he can do with it, or he can just reset and protect his Zeus or protect one of his other big cores.
And one of my favorite combos, you've got to watch out for that Maledict Sunder combination.
That is very true.
If you can do that quick swap with the HP, that difference in HP will quickly burst him down. As mid-one still continue to have a flawless game this match, hasn't died yet. 1-0-11.
19k hero damage, 80% kill participation as well for his team.
Oh, that Nimbus is about to be online.
Oh, Slacks is probably so happy. He's probably yelling NIMBY in the back room right now.
I mean, this is absolutely disgusting to play against when you don't have a BKB. And Ramsey's with the hood purchase. He feels that he doesn't need to go for the BKB as of yet. Still wants to get the bigger items. Goes for the Manta into the Skadi.
He's just stalling it out as long as he can.
Here we go. Aghanim's online.
He's probably going to need this BKB as the next item, but it's like, he wants it, but he also probably wants that Butterfly versus a Phantom Lancer. But definitely going to need to go for a BKB after Skadi.
Sure, he's got a lot of HP to burst through, but Secret have lots of ways to do so. The Maledict, as we said, the huge amount of damage that mid-one can get out with that static field in play.
They've got a really good rune too on mid-one. If he's able to not get it like dispelled from either a Cyclone or from the Brewmaster, he can keep his distance in the fight. And he's level 18 now too, so that damage that much higher. The next biggest one, of course, is level 20. And a full heart now for Nisha, so that much tankier. 3,000 HP on him as he's keeping ahead of the Terrorblade.
Should you sort of look at what Nisha has to worry about and what Ramses has to worry about. It just feels like the Terrorblade has to worry about that a little bit much more, playing this game without the BKB.
And he's not going for it either. He's queued up the butterfly. Like we said, he wants the butterfly versus the PL so he can stand toe-to-toe. But it could be costly.
Passion.
He wants a better way to get in and out of the fights. I think this is good. He's already got the other 2 core items, right? He's got the Radiance and the Vlads. Now he needs a way to be able to get out after his Bruce Split or be able to get in and use it. He's TPing in the front. He cannot do that.
He's not doing that one. He is not doing that one. Secret taking away this tier 2 from VP on the bottom lane.
The important thing about Nisha too in this game is like, you see his farm is very high up there, but it's also the levels, right? He's got that level advantage over the Terrorblade, where he should hit a 25 relatively early to be able to use that constant doppelganger to dispel the reflection.
Smoked up. They're trying to go for the wraparound and catch them off guard. They've scanned out Secret. They know that both teams know that each other's here. Zai's going to look to lead forward with the Loucas command. They get the grab straight away on the Pasha. Can they get him down? They paralyze it, guys! Pasha!
He's dead!
He can't get off the primal split! Nisha's on top of the egg! VP, they've lost 2 key components of their team fight at the start of it all! And now Ramses is being chased down. The Nimbus is out. He's surrounded. Ramses will fall. As again, Secret fights so much and they take even more as no one is chased down by Yapzor.
And now Solo, he's got a blink, but he's getting caught.
They're going to get on 5.
Oh my God.
Secret take everything away from VP.
Even though they get hit by the scan, Zai in a perfect position on that tree, giving all the information, and they get the lockdown. They don't allow Pasha to get his split off.
Ramses buying back as Nisha was pressuring in that bottom lane. Just in a quick attempt to get him off. I mean, the Secret will happily back away from the bottom and look towards the Rose Jam. We'll see this once again. Just Zai instantly setting down, saying the team fight is going to begin, and this cast bouncing around. Pasha cannot get off the split. The egg's unsuccessful. Nisha easily on top of it with the doppelganger, and they just have to split. VP, the team falls apart entirely. They run in 3 different directions, but Secret, they managed to catch all 3 of them.
They're so reliant about getting those ulti off, especially for Pasha, just being able to protect his cores. And now Pasha again.
Oh, they found the grab.
He's just dead.
He cannot get the split up. The stolen thunderclap from Yapzor, enough damage to beat him up.
And now Ramses!
He's in trouble! They're on top of it, they're burning his banner. Solo will try and jump forward, but he's been used up. He gets the call off onto the 3 of them. Yapzor, can he finish this one off? Ramses continues to run. Yapzor does manage to steal the Sunder. Solo just getting beat down. The quick use of Sunder from Yapzor to heal his captain back up to full. As Secret now at an 11k gold lead, 18k experience lead.
What a turn of events.
Starting to heavily drop off and away from VP. As I think we're seeing it, I just don't think Ramses can fight without a BKB.
No,
I don't think the hood's enough.
I absolutely agree. It's too much lockdown. They have too many ways to control him, and it's all this instantaneous lockdown too from the Rubik and from this Monkey King who's sitting in the tree lines constantly scouting them. Zai has done an excellent game this game, just giving so much information. Now, of course, like we said, like that last team fight too, they've got a Zeus who's level 20, so he takes the cooldown reduction, the constant little Nimbus bolts, the extra bolts coming out. VP unable to get their team fight execution at the same level of Secret in that after that last fight, a huge swing.
And just sort of quick reactions as well. That fight, I believe Solo, he gets in, he does get a 3-man call, but just instantly gets used up by Yapzor.
Yeah, I mean, Solo's been having a super rough game, 0-7-3. Even since he's gotten the Blink Dagger, he hasn't been able to find the catches that he wants to.
So what can they do to stop this? Nisha with an Aegis, Zai with the cheese. Fortification used by VP, but Secret more than happy to continue to hit away at this tier 3 on the top lane.
And it's a double catapult wave too, so see, that tower is getting brought down.
How do they get them off this?
I mean, Roger was trying to cut the creep wave, but yeah, they still have another one. Stolen reflection here by Yapzor too.
Trying their best at VP to spam Secret away from this push. Zai nearly getting his tree cut. The dive comes through. Solo does find it with the Battle Hunger. Zai pops the BKB, jumps away. He's spooked. As VP will manage to push Secret away from those barracks for now.
But they're feeling so much more comfortable in this game. After after that one big fight, everything really just turned. Yapzor almost with the same net worth as the Leshrac in this game. 7, 2, and 9. Look at these wards too, because of these situations that happen. Secret. They already had 2 of them placed down very deep versus VP to be able to watch the moves when they made that one big fight down bottom, but now even more so. We'll get taken out though.
I think Ramses he understands. He's changed, queuing up the
right?
butterfly. He has to get the BKB.
He has to get BKB.
He just has to get the BKB. He cannot fight without it. The hood is not enough at this stage. He needs that full magic immunity.
Yeah, it's not even just like the magic damage. It's not even just like the Zeus and the Rubik. I mean, sure, of course, that's why, but it's also has to protect his mana pool.
He just gets drained by Nisha.
Oh. No one gets spooked. Doesn't know where the Monkey King is. Forced to use that BKB and TP out.
So let's see how much this changes things. Ramses with the BKB on his way out to him as the Terrorblade.
I mean, feels like they need one on Pasha too, so he can even get the split off, because he's been getting controlled. He's level 18, and he has queued it up, but this last fight just so costly for VP. And Secret, I mean, they're just looking to hunt. They've got Aegis. Got this cheese too.
And they're up down the high ground. Thunder God's Wrath. We'll give them the info. Yapso, he's in straight away. He gets the grab, but Ramses pops the BKB. He's not messing around this time. Metamorphosis out. They get the stun onto Puppey. Dust is out. They have detection. They kill off the Witch Doctor.
But Roger's dead in the backline.
They've lost him straight away. Ramses and Solo have to be careful how much they stick around for this. There's no one. He's in trouble. Nisha doppelgangering in effectively to get no one out of the game.
And
Solo,
they want to go for
he's
more.
He's trying to retreat, but the chase is on from Secret side. BKB pod. Solo goes for a call, but the damage is enough from Nisha. They've lost 2. 2 buybacks coming out from VP. A buyback from Secret. They know that they can keep this fight going, Secret, and keep the advantage against VP. Wukong's command out from Zai. Pasha and Ramses get themselves out of the Wukongs. Supernova will be placed, forces Side to retreat back out of the AoE.
I mean, Secret's super happy with that.
That's
They buy
3.
back a Witch Doctor and they get 3 buybacks out of VP.
3 buybacks from VP. The gold only going to continue to shift in Secret's favor.
And we see Yapsor. He had options to steal other spells in that fight, but no, he's hanging on to Reflection. He knows how powerful this spell can be in the game versus a Terrorblade.
This is a TB versus a Brew of Radiance. With these auras that they can certainly use to benefit themselves.
Absolutely.
Secret back in position to push. They know they're playing against during a huge window. No Primal Split, no Supernova, no Metamorphosis, and the lack of buybacks. Nobody on BP with a buyback available right now.
They passed the cheese to Nisha too, and he has a butterfly being delivered to now.
Oh.
Reaching critical mass.
Yapsor finds the lead in. He does have a BKB available to pop, and he actually get it out in time. Of course, the BKB is trying to find a Sunder target. He needs to Sunder somebody.
He's like, Solo, where are you?
Or at least just get out of here. He will get himself far enough away to run back to base, but that is now a BKB charge gone as well. Secret.
The control that comes out, even from just the Nimbus, these little mini stuns, just not allowing you to be able to get your BKB off. And now Nisha. Still looking to threaten this Rax. Secret, know that there's no BKB, there's no Metamorphosis still.
Primal Split is back up. Supernova about to be there as well.
Now he steals Reflection back as well.
Let's jump in. Solo tries for the call, but he doesn't grab anyone. Gets lifted up straight away, bursting down. No one trying to move with the BKB, but Secret, they've lost Solo. They've got Solo. Ramses found the strike from Zai, controls him. The Maledict's down onto him as well. He'll turn, get the center up, back up to full. No one tries to move it onto Zai, but Zai with the Jingle Mastery can heal himself back up. He's dying though to the Reflection. Zai will fall, but they've lost 3 on VP. Only Ramses and Pasha left alive. Secret with the remaining 4 push on and finish off the melee racks mid. They'll take the range racks as well. They know that they do not have buybacks on VP.
I mean, this Reflection is also just so powerful. Like you said, he gets all the Brew Illusions, he gets that Radiance, gets the Vlads, he gets a Terrorblade 2 on his team, and that's all Yapsor's emphasizing on now too. As they move their way toward that top racks, they know that these buybacks were expended.
Yapsor.
He's going for it again.
He jumps in. He gets the grab. Ramses BKB to got the Sunder up in a second. Can he find a target? He can. Back up to full. His own Reflection out as well. Nisha pushes Ramses back away from the barracks. 10 seconds and Solo's back in. Nisha a little low. He'll hold off. Wait for the heart regen.
That was so close to Yapsor getting the steal there too. Ramses being very smart though, saving the Reflection immediately after. I mean, saving, but I say saving, but it's such a low cooldown.
And Yapsor again.
Just constantly jumping
in. Bit
in.
of a grab onto Ramses. Keeping Ramses on his toes. TP in for Solo. Solo's back in the game, but the second melee Rax is going to get gone. Solo does get the call off, trying to drag Nisha in deeper, but Solo instantly has to retreat and refuel at the fountain.
They got what they came for. Secret can disengage now if it's possible. VP, they want to try to catch something out of this.
Yapso jumps in again with the stolen reflection. Just holding VP back, making sure there's no sort of blink catch potential. Pasha, he does still try and chase Nisha. Gets the jump in. Nimbus is going to be down, trying to force Pasha off, but Pasha's got the primal split. They find the stun. They surround Nisha. They've got the call as well from Solo. They'll kill the PL. A big kill for VP and a little bit of a positive play from them in a game that everything has been against them in.
Absolutely. Oh, and they were really hoping for an instant respawn on that Roche, but it's actually one of the longer ones. If they were able to get that, that could have been huge for them.
And now, that full set of racks down in the mid lane. Melee racks down on the top lane. It's not an easy game for VP. They do still have this team fight, but it's been so hard to get off every single time.
Secret moving incredibly fast. They're looking for no one, but gets the blink off.
They're going to try to poke at him. The Boundless Strike forcing out the BKB for no one. He'll turn, looks for the stun. They do have the wraparound. Ramsey's, he's in position, but he gets lifted up. Side pops the BKB, he turns. They've got the Movements command. Now Ramsey's, BKB, Sunder, he's up to full. Rogers looking for Yapso. They've got the Soak ready to kill offside. They kill the Monkey King. They want more. Puppy goes for the Maledict. Roger, Fire Spirits continuing to be laid down onto Yapso. He'll pop the Supernova. Yapso is surely dead. The cast will not bounce between the two of them as VP find 3. VP striking back.
Look how much gold Roger got for killing Yapso too. 1,100 gold. Small gains. VP needs these to happen a lot more though, as it's just really Terrorblade caught in the midst of 4 secret heroes in that top of the net worth. No one just really being left behind in the dust.
Oh, I see. They had that sentry. They knew that mid-1 was around. Solo tried for the blind call, but mid-1 heading in the opposite direction. So they're not getting lucky this time.
Mid-1 nearly level 25 with an Octarine. The damage was already insanely high by the Zeus, who is 3-0 and 22. It's just going to increase even more as he's been protected so much by his team in this game. So Nisha also almost 25 in this game too for that literally like no cooldown on the doppelganger so he can match the reflection. Some small breathing room here for VP.
The butterfly finished on Ramses.
Still looking so hard though, as it's just really Ramses. No one, his game is just completely halted after some of these deaths.
Trying to climb his way towards the Bloodstone. Yeah, one of those games where 4 of the top 5 are on the side of Secret in net worth. Fire's being hit, doppelganger cooldown, reduction online for Nisha.
Yeah, they're trying to just farm these two.
Like mid-1,
yeah, mid-1 25 and Nisha. Mid-1's holding on to buyback for now before finishing the Octarine. He is a huge part of their team, and if he does get jumped on, I mean, he doesn't have anything to literally save him. He's just got movement speed. His team's done a great job of just protecting and keeping the Zeus in the back lines. Because there's no force stab, there's no Yules, there's nothing like that for mid-1 this time. He's just got speed from boots and travel.
VP, they're going to start to poke at the Roche. Illusions will be sent in, so Nisha knows.
Uh-oh, they need to get out.
VP have to be ever so careful around it. They are smoked up themselves if Nisha steps far forward. Secret playing safe. Ramses will show himself mid. Constant illusion spam from Nisha, beginning to drain Ramses' mana.
Yaps are just constantly trying to steal that reflection. Gets Conjure Image this time, but that's really his focus in this game. They fight Solo.
They do. Solo was waiting in position on the side, but the Nimbus and Boundless Strike are down. Solo's in trouble. They jump forward. They get the kill. But the stun on the side. They've caught Nisha. Nisha has to doppelganger into the pit and try and get away. The clap comes through from Roche. They've got the vision. Another doppelganger for Nisha. He's fully low. The heal from Puppy. Keeping Nisha alive. Ramses going to finish it off. He tries for the doppelganger.
Oh my God.
Nisha gets out. Ramses in the midst of it all. BKB, Metamorphosis, tries to fight against side by side. But the armor from the Ruthless command takes him down. Secret get 3. Nisha survives!
The support play, the glimmer came from Puppy saving Nisha, and then Yapsor with the stolen Sunder saves Zai so he can stand toe-to-toe versus Ramses, and they're all dead. It's just GG!
They'll tap out from that one as Secret take game 3 of this best of 5.
One fight to rule them all as Secret inside of that VP jungle. They get the perfect opportunity from a jump. I believe because of the wards that they had vision of one VP gets the smoke out, they have Zai in the tree lines, and they kill Pasha before the brew split. Pasha, as well as no one, they got shut down a few times in these team fights, too many for them to actually stand toe-to-toe versus Secret.
What an incredible showing there at the end from Secret. I mean, VP, they got so close to killing
It was
Amnesia.
so close. The same place.
Absolutely. And little things like bringing the Witch Doctor back into the game in this day and age, it pays off. Having that heal at that point.
Yeah, look at, I mean, Puppy's healing at the end of the game.
Yeah.
15